Hey, it's Aethros back in with the Eights updates, and I wanted to update my predictions because I had some questions message me that they were a little not necessarily complete. So I'm going to do two versions. I'm going to do first the pay dollar amount one, and then second what my predictions are, and you can kind of see them on the screen already, so you can look at them. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of, there's no way they're going to do that, but I'm going to explain my reasoning for it. And then I'm going to do the unit-based deals where if you buy, if you've got 10,000 units or 6,000 units or whatever, I'll do that in a second video here in the next 30 minutes from now. So the first thing is the $5. So my whole thing is that if you remember 4th of July, the Kabam went crazy. I mean, they were giving Tier 2 alphas away like candy in the $5 deals. I mean, you could buy 5 of them for 25 bucks. I mean, and you just take heroes up to rank 4 easily. Or if you already had a couple, I mean, rank 5 heroes easily, right? Excuse me. So my thought was, what do they want progression-wise for some of these, Thronebreaker and Cavalier? I think they want people to get to Thronebreaker. I think the goal for Book 2 Act 1 that releases, by the way, early December, right? Like, what, a week after these deals, mind you, is that I think that unless you have at least one, if not multiple, rank 3 6-stars, it's going to be a unit suck for you. And so I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to Cavalier or to Thronebreaker because those daily crystals have 6-star, 10,000 6-star shards in them. They've got Tier 5 base, fully formed Tier 5 basics in them. I mean, they're really, really good. And I think they're trying to push you there because they're making champions improved significantly each month, and they're really ramping up content, and they're coming out with different things like rooting and things that are going to cause you trouble. So with that being said, I think they're going to go the $5. You can see on the screen is 1 Tier 2 alpha, 1,000 6-star shards, and you can buy 5 of them. So if you're uncollected, you can get half of a tier or a 6-star champion for 25 bucks, right? I think if you're Cavalier, I think you're going to be able to get a fully formed 6-star for 25 bucks, right? And then if you're Thronebreaker, I think you're going to be able to get for 3,000 per $5, right, in the 6-star shards. I think you're going to be able to get a featured 6-star champion if that's what you want to do for 25 bucks, right? Not a bad deal. In fact, that's a really good deal, okay? For 10 bucks, I think they're going to do the Tier 5 basics. Right, so you get the Tier 2 alphas in the $5, you get the Tier 5 basics in the $10. But I don't think they're going to give a fully formed. I know there are other people that think they're going to give fully forms away. I don't think they are. I think that they want you to buy multiple of these, right? I think Tier 5 basics, I think, are a little more selective. I think they want you to have to spend a little bit, right? Now, I could be wrong. I could be on the Thronebreaker. They could go a Tier 5 basic, and on the Cavalier, maybe give 3/4 of one, or but I think a half of one is about right. I mean, if you buy 3 of them, you got a Tier 5 basic and a half, and it takes 3, so you're halfway to a rank 3, right? And with Glory, and there's a lot of ways to get them, and most people have been saving up, right? So then for the $30 one, I think they're going to give a 5-star Awakening Gem generic, a 6-star Awakening Gem crystal for the Cavalier. I think they're going to save that generic for the Thronebreaker, right? They're going to give generic rank up gems from 3 to 4 for uncollected, 4 to 5 for Cavalier, and they're going to give a 6-star 1 to 2 for Thronebreaker. Remember, they want you to be able to take a 5-star. They want you to be able to burn some of those resources on a 5-star so that you have to spend more money to get to a 6-star, right? I know it's kind of confusing, but if they do that, save your money, save your resources, right? They want to give you that 5-star generic there from rank 4 to 5 in Cavalier so you can spend some of these other money resources on your 6-star, right? So in the $50 one, I think they're going to do a 5% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal on Uncollected, a 10% Crystal on Cavalier, and 25% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal on Thronebreaker. Remember, if you're a Thronebreaker, they want to get these numbers up. Okay, 5-star Nexus, 6-star Nexus, and then a 6-star 10-hero Nexus. right? So the one that you only get for, what, exploring all of either Abyss or X6, whatever it is, right? But then the $100 one, the Odin, the big one, right? I think for uncollected, they're going to give a fully formed Tier 5 Class Catalyst crystal. And I think they want you, if you're uncollected, I think they want you to drop $300 on those. They want the Odins, right? That's where I think the Odins and the $5 deals, the $10 deals are where they're making a lot of their money, I think, right? They're either getting the people that are fully whaling out, or they get the people that are just going to spend, you know what, $5, I can take some serious champions up, or $25, I can take some serious champions up for less than the $30 one. Yeah, they're going to do it. So I think that they're trying to hit the $5 and $10, $100 one, $30 and $50 ones. They're good for the people that are really whaling out on top of the Odins. But I think the Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal and a 6-star Nexus, Tier 5 Class Catalyst Selector if you're Cavalier. I think that they want uncollected players that are close to Cavalier to push to see what they get in the 6-star in the Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystals. If they don't get it, they still got 3 days to get to Cavalier, right? Which is really not that difficult. I mean, my alt is exactly 6 months old, and it's already Cavalier, right? And I did it like a month ago. So, I mean, it's really not that difficult. And then Tier 5 Class Catalyst Selector and the 6-star 10 Hero Nexus, you buy 3 of those. So, and I think that 6-star 10 Hero Nexus, I think it's going to be a selector. You're going to be able to choose your class, right? If you bought 3 of those, you could get 3 6-stars of your choice, and then the big one, the Thronebreaker, right? I honestly think it's going to be the first time that you see a Tier 6 basic and a Tier 3 alpha. And I think if you're a Thronebreaker, you're going to have a decision to make, right? Do you buy all 3? Because you got to buy all 3 of them, right? So I think this is where Kabam is going to go a little crazy. They're going to say that it doesn't do you really any good to buy 1. You need 3 Tier 6 basics, and you need 3 Tier 3 alphas to take a 6-star to rank 4. So if you buy all 3 of them, right, then you're going to be able to take a 6-star to rank 4 after this weekend, right? I also think Kabam knows that this is the one week in a year where, especially like for Apple users, I don't know about for Android users as much, but especially for Apple users, this is the time of the year where you typically see $100 gift cards go for $80, right? And so if you find a place where you can pick up 3 of those, then this is only $240, not $300, right? And so I know that seems a little crazy. I know it seems a little out there, but I think you're going to see it. I think you're going to see people try to get who are Cavalier. I think they want them to get Cavalier because they'll get to select their champions, select their Tier 5 Class Catalyst, and then they want to push them to, when they get to Thronebreaker, right, because they have that, they now have the champion for the 6-star, to push them to get to rank 4. And I think you're going to see rank 4 6-stars after this weekend. So I know it's a little out there, but I think based on what we saw at 4th of July and people going 6-star Nexus, what in the Odins, they've got to up the ante, right? They're not going to offer 2 6-star Nexus. I mean, you can get 6-star Nexus and Cavalier crystals now, right? They've got to do something to up the ante. They got to do something to make it better and more enticing. And you'd really think, man, if I'm Cavalier and Thronebreaker, here's my Christmas present to myself, right? Or my Hanukkah present or whatever, or holiday you sell. Here's my present to myself, right? So anyways, if you like what you heard, like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys soon for the unit-based versions of them. All right, thanks.